There's this one side hustle that absolutely no one is talking about today. This side hustle has the potential to make you anywhere from $200 to $800 a day.
There's been times I've made like even $800 in a day.
There's people making more with this side hustle.
Even there was one weekend we made $2,000 in a whole weekend.
And the interesting thing about this side hustle is that you need little to no money. In fact, you need almost $0 to get started today, maybe a few bucks to get started. And we're going to talk about what this side hustle is in this video. We'll talk about who qualifies for this side hustle, how you can get started, and the process involved with this side hustle process to have the first few dollars in your bank account. So if this sounds good to you, keep watching. And if this is your first time joining this channel, welcome. I hope you get some value out of this. Give this video a thumbs up to help other people get this information quicker. So let's dive in. What is this side hustle? This side hustle is known as the ShareTown side hustle. So it's a ShareTown app. You have to download the app, but we'll talk about the process and what all you have to go through before you even get to download the app. So it's somewhat exclusive. There's a process to it. Now, this is a reverse logistics solution. So you are providing a reverse logistics solution. So yes, what is reverse logistics? You might be wondering. Reverse logistics is simply taking an item that was purchased online or in the store and returning that item, taking that from whoever bought it and fulfilling that process backwards. So think about the logistics process to where someone goes onto a website, let's say a mattress website. They go online to a mattress website, they order a mattress in a box, and that gets shipped to them. And they try it out for like, say, 30 days. They don't like it. What happens? They have to send this item back. The mattress has to go back to the retailer because they're still within the return window. Now, where you come in is you are the one fulfilling that return process, and you're doing this through an app called ShareTown. So ShareTown is a solution that facilitates this reverse logistics. So we're going to dive into how this works. But before we dive into how this works, I want to show you something real quick. Let's talk about who qualifies, right? How can you get into this? So in order for you to get access to this, or in order for you to become a rep, there's a few things you have to know about. And the very first thing here is that you have to be at least age 18. You have to be 18 years old and legally authorized to work in the US. Now, the other requirement is that you have to be willing to drive up to 50 miles from your location. We're going to talk about this 50-mile radius in details. And you have to have a storage. Now, when I say storage, I'm not talking about having an actual storage. If you want to, yes, you can. But you have to have a place to store up to 10 to 15 items, at least 10 items at a time, bulky items, mattresses, treadmills and stuff. So this could be your garage. This could be a friend's garage. You just got to get creative. You have to have a space to store the items. The next requirement here is you have to have a friend. You have to have a buddy who can help you lift up to 100 pounds. Now, this is a requirement. So you have to make friends. If you don't have any friend, go get a friend or go rent a friend online to help you with this stuff. And you have to own an SUV or larger. Now, what happens if you don't own a vehicle? If you don't own a vehicle at all and you have a driver's license, I'm sure you can get a friend or a family member who has a truck or an SUV. So this can help you get started with this side hustle. Once you meet these requirements, and in my opinion, these are not even strict requirements. These are pretty, basic requirements that you have to meet. Once you meet these requirements, we're going to talk about how exactly this works. Now, the very first thing you have to know, like we mentioned already, is that this is a reverse logistic process. So when it comes to this side hustle, how does it work? You pick up an item from someone who purchased it online, and you go store this item in your storage at home, wherever. And the next step will be for you to list this item online and resell, put the money in your pocket. Now, ShareTown has a minimum amount that they require you to give back, a percentage they collect from you. That's their own share. And this is a community-based app. So the way this whole thing works is that once someone puts in an order to return an item, the online retailer goes on to ShareTown, makes the request online, and instantly, if you become a rep, if you become a member, you instantly get notified that someone in your area has requested to return an item. Then now you have to go coordinate with that individual within 7 days. So you have 7 days to coordinate with the individual to pick up the item and go store the item or resell the item. So ShareTown gives you a guide on what the item is, the packup process. So you're not just left in the dark. You do get some help from them, when it comes to the item that you have to return or you have to pick up. And it's as simple as that. But we're going to talk about how you become a rep. I haven't done this before, but I did go down the rabbit hole. I signed up, I spoke with a ShareTown talent acquisition specialist, a rep, just to understand how this works so I can bring you guys the full details and bring you guys the real facts with this. So the very first thing you have to know is if you're interested in this process, you want to go on and you click on become a rep. So you want to go onto the website, sharetown.com, and you click on become a rep. Once you click on become a rep, it's going to take you to an application. So you fill out the online application. This online application is pretty simple. Just has your first name, phone number, street address, and just a few questionnaires asking you, are you over 18? Are you authorized to work? Blah, blah, blah. Do you have a felony? That all those processes, you just fill out those items. And the next thing is going to ask about the type of transportation you have. Pretty much screening if you have a SUV or a truck. And if you don't have it, I'm sure you have a friend or you have a family member that can let you borrow this. Be sure to fill that in. So once you're done with this process, they will contact you almost immediately. I mean, when I mean immediately, they'll contact you almost within the next hour or two. So you get an email asking you to pick a time that works for you from a calendar, and a specialist from SharePoint will reach out to you. Now, once this is done, you're going to wait 24 hours. So once you're done with the phone screening, the phone conversation with the ShareTown specialist, and now you have to pick a time that works best for you. Once you're done with this process, you're done with the questionnaires and the phone screening, the next step will be you get an email within 24 hours. Now, the bulk of this email is basically you replying and responding saying, yes, I agree to become a ShareTown member or a ShareTown rep. And what this does is it initiates the next step, which is a background check and a credit check. So this is what you're going to see happen. And don't be too worried if you don't have a great credit. From what I've been told, the credit doesn't necessarily matter that much. They just want to make sure that you don't have anything that's way out of line on your credit. And they want to make sure that since you hold the inventory, because you store this inventory that they own, you don't own it. These are like new inventories, new items. So you have possession of their inventory. So they want to make sure that you are in compliant with that. And also you don't have any, shady records or anything like that. But you get the point. So the bottom line here is once you go through that process, the 24-hour wait, you get an email, you go through that process and you respond to the email, you initiate the background check. Now, once everything checks out, the next step will be for you to take some quick online training. This basically goes through what it takes for you to become the transportation to pick up the items, the steps you have to follow, the precautions, all that type of stuff. Then the next thing with the training is that you also get a quick sales training, nothing too major, nothing huge there, just some simple training that you have to go through online. Once that's done, the next step would be to schedule a call. So you'll get assigned to an account manager, a dedicated account manager in your area. Now, this is the guy or girl that will help you with the process. If you get stuck, it's almost like a coach or like a mentor that will guide you through the process. Someone you can always pick up the phone and call. Now, the thing about this is, once you're done with these processes, you want to clearly understand it. Try to keep you within the area that you are in. From everyone I've spoken with or I've spoken to, it's very rare that you go beyond the 50-mile range. And typically, if you are in a bigger metro, The bigger city you are in, or the bigger your location in terms of population, the closer your pickups are gonna be. But if you are in a sparsely populated location, like let's say a semi-rural area or a rural area, chances are you're going to have to drive even further out to go do pickups. So once that's all said and done, next step is just to go pick up your items. That will give you access to the app. That's when you get the special code or the special link or access to download the app and start getting requests to pick up items and making your money. So I hope this made a lot of sense to you. This is a side hustle that many people are sleeping on, and I'm hoping this can at least help somebody out who needs some extra income or looking for a few extra dollars to make ends meet. Maybe you're looking to pay off debt, or you're looking to basically build your savings or build an emergency fund. This is a good way for you to get out there, start earning money. Remember, you don't pay for the inventory. You only make money when the item sells. And once the item sells, ShareTown takes their cut and you get to keep the rest. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is this something you feel like you want to try? Is this something you've tried? If you've tried it before, let us know in the comment section below. We just want to hear some tips. And if you found this helpful, be sure to give this a thumbs up. Just share this with other people. People gotta get this information. People are looking for extra money in this day and age. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section again. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.